Congratulations on taking action and for having one of the toughest jobs in the world. Now this means you're either a business owner or an executive. Now what I want to do today is introduce you to ActionCOACH, business coaching, and the parallels it has with sports, and also the 6 steps of the system that we use to grow businesses throughout the world to achieve their true potential.
One of my favorite quotes is from basketball coach legend John Wooden, and he said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." So what I'm running into most of the time with business owners is, number 1, they're not having enough time. Number 2, struggles with team. And number 3, not enough money. So what we want to cover today is draw some parallels between sports and business, and then look at some key areas and key steps to help grow your business so that you can find more time, get a better team, and most importantly, make more money. Now, sports is just like business. Sports are set up to win. Olympians train for years to finally have that one moment of greatness. That one moment within seconds or hundreds of seconds to determine whether or not all that training, all that planning, everything that they have set in their life, that they have sacrificed for that one moment to go for gold. What's your gold medal? What are you trying to accomplish in your life? What are your dreams? Businesses are businesses, but they, just like sports, need coaches.
To draw a quick parallel between business coaching and sports coaching, I took you to this gorgeous place, which is a wonderful baseball stadium. Now, most sports are broken into 4 distinctive seasons. Now those seasons are, first one is preseason, then we move on to the regular season, followed by the postseasons, or what we call playoffs, and then finally the off season. Now, I want you to explain what each one of those 4 seasons are and how it relates to sports. And then we're going to discuss the 6 steps right after this and draw that quick parallel between business coaching and as well as sport coaching.
Now in ActionCOACH, with those 6 steps, the very first one is the mastery step. Now that's directly correlated with what I call the preseason. Now in mastery, we have 4 key areas. Number 1 is destination mastery. Number 2, time mastery. Number 3, delivery mastery. And number 4, financial mastery. So let's jump back to that destination mastery first off. Now in destination mastery, you need to know where you're going. Do you have a vision and mission statement for your business? Do you have 1, 3, 5, or even 10-year goals? Are they written down? Do you even have a plan? Are you just going day by day by day by surviving? Well, if that's the case, and which is all right, because most business owners that I run into are in the exact same boat as you. So when we're moving on to the next one, which is time mastery. Now we have to master our time. Are you running by a default calendar? Do you have your most valuable activities laid out? Are you delegating properly, or are you just abdicating some of those responsibilities? We need to look at your time, because that is the most precious and valuable asset that we as humans have, especially entrepreneurs. Because there's enough stuff to be done, we need to make sure that we can get it all done in that day. The third one is delivery mastery. Now this is focusing on the delivery of our product and or service. Do you have quality controls in place? Are you consistent in delivering those things? Is that what's making you successful, or is it maybe slipping right now? The fourth one is financial mastery. We got to get into those financials and understand them. You as a business owner to understand them, not just your accountant. But then once we understand them, dig into them and understand the key ratios of them. Looking at our break-evens analysis, understanding profit break-even and balance sheets, profit and loss, or income statement, and as well as our cash flow statement. Do you even have a budget? Hopefully you have a budget. If not, we'll get working on that as well right away, so that you have good, solid mastery of your financials. Those key 4 areas are your preseason. That's what's going to give you a solid foundation to grow your business on. Now we're moving on to the regular season. Now the regular season takes on 3 steps of the 6 steps. That's the niche, the leverage, and the team area. Now let's talk about niche. The way we define niche is no price competition. Now there's business owners and businesses right now competing solely on price. How do we get over that? Well, we focus on two key things. The first one is your unique selling proposition or area of innovation, and the second one is your guarantee. Now, we might need to work on some of those things if you're competing right now on price. But once we take those and lock it into your marketing and sales process, we bolt it onto the ActionCOACH business chassis, which we call the 5 ways, to start generating cash flow for you today. Now, the 5 ways are broken into number of leads, times your conversion rate gives you customers, times by your average dollar sale and your number of transactions gives you your revenues, followed by your profit margins, which gives you your profit. Now you can see there's a numbers here on the side, but what I would like to do is actually sit down with you and take the numbers out of your business and start inputting them into this formula and see through some strategies and some key areas of focus and coaching how we can generate and increase each one of those 5 ways by 10%, which will lead us at the end of the year with a 61% increase in your profits. So before we meet, what I need you to do is take some time and start pulling these numbers out of your business. So when we sit down together, what we can do is work together to come up with areas to increase each one of those 5 ways by 10%. Now, continuing on with the regular season, let's move up into the 3rd step of the 6 steps, which is leverage. Now, we first off have to understand what is leverage. Now, we define leverage as doing more with less, or working less and getting more. That's the key thing. There's all aspects of leverage, leveraging people, leveraging our money, most really leveraging our time. So how do we leverage our business? Well, we leverage our business through systems. We need to get our business to run on systems. So the 4 areas that we work on that in our business is number 1, systems and technology. Number 2, delivery and distribution. Number 3, accounting, testing and measuring. And finally, people and education. Now those are the 4 areas that we look at in systemizing and getting your business to run on those systems. Now it's kind of interesting, niche and making money is to put money actually into the bucket, right? But we need systems to make sure that it doesn't leak out the bottom. Now the next level of the regular season, we're still in that block, is team. Now, team is vital, not only in sports, right? Because as a team sport, one guy screws up, the whole team screws up. Well, guess what? In business, same thing. Now the 5th step is synergy. Now this is the playoffs, remember? This is that postseason playoffs. We should have everything based on that solid, good foundation, making money, building the systems, having the team in place. Everything should now be working and running without you efficiently and making lots of money and saving you lots of time. Now the final step in ActionCOACH 6 steps is what we call results. Now results is that comparison to the off season. We've worked really, really hard. We've done everything that we need to in their business and everything is now running without us. Now we have all the time, and all the money, and the knowledge to have the choice. That is the key. Some people want to spend all their time golfing. Other people want to go back and drive a forklift in the warehouse. Whatever you want to do in your business, right? You can now, because now you have that choice. And that's what we need to get you to. And that's results.
Now I want you to imagine, you've gone through the 6 steps with your coach and you've got to a point where now you have a choice. And remember, every business owner out there has to get to a point and a realization that why we're in business is to have some form of end. So if you haven't decided what your end is yet, you need to start deciding today. So what does that end look like? Do you want to sell your business off for profit? Make sure to put that out there. Do you want to start duplicating it and putting it around all over the country? Do you want to franchise it? Or whatever you want to do. But the key is you might just want a little bit more of this. Now the question for you is deciding whether or not you want to get there. So let's get into action.